Rovers, or should I say good afternoon, Rovers. It's morning here. I was so inspired by this week's hazardous weather content that I started my own little preparedness kit, and I thought I'd show you guys all what I have in there. So one of the first things I have a little emergency blanket that helps keep me warm if I lose heat in the house. I have a couple light sticks, that way in case I lose power. I have some matches, some waterproof matches that I can use in case of a bad storm, because it is hurricane season. Oh golly, and I have trouble getting the lid back on sometimes, but that's all right. Make sure it's nice and snug and tight. I have a whistle, which can help me get found if I get lost or if something happens to the structure of the house. And then lastly, I have water, a water pump that I can use. Just like this, I have little hoses that I use, and I can pump the water and it'll filter it. And it's important whenever you are preparing for an emergency that you have at least 2 gallons of water per person per day for 3 days. I hope you guys have all had as much fun preparing for an emergency as we have here, and I will see you next week. Bye.
When the storm comes, the twister forms, and the wind starts ripping things away, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Do you have a shelter, a safe place to go, something to shield you that's easy to get to? Is it stocked with all the things you need? Water, food, and batteries? What about your family, your kids? Do they know what to do, where to go, and how to stay in touch? If a watch is declared, a tornado might be on its way, getting ready to blow things away. Stay informed, wait for updates. And if you're outside or out for a ride, move close to somewhere you'll stay safe. When a watch becomes a warning, you have to act fast. Get to safety, do not delay. Go as low as you can and hold on tight until everything is all right. Once the storm has passed and you get the all clear, take your supplies. Now, you must be wise. Move carefully. Watch out for dangerous debris. Protecting yourself is a necessity. So before the storm comes, the twister forms, and the wind starts ripping things away, get prepared. Make a plan and practice what to do to stay safe. America's Prepare-a-thon. Be smart. Take part. Prepare. Get started today. Go to ready.gov/prepare. When the clouds form, the rain pours, and water is all around, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Did you raise your utilities, appliances and such? Install a sump pump, clean the drains, just in case it decides to rain. Do you know your risks? Have you checked the local plans? You should cover your property with a flood insurance policy. Is your emergency supply kit packed? Is your family prepared? Do they know what to do, where to go, and how to stay safe? Because when the water starts to rise, you must act quickly and be wise. Turn on your radio, listen for updates, and if authorities tell you to go, hurry up and do so. Get to safe ground, go as high as you can, do what you need to do, but don't put yourself in harm's way. Just inches of water can sweep you away. Once the water is gone, move carefully. Be on the lookout for dangers you can't see, animals, debris, and electricity. Do not go home until you hear the all clear. Now when you get home, be aware. Not everything is as safe as it may appear. So before the clouds form, the rain pours, and water is all around, get prepared. Make a plan and keep yourself dry. Get started today. Go to ready.gov/prepare. When the waves swell, the wind blows, and rain starts to pour, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Did you board your windows, protect your home? Secure loose objects so they won't blow away. Bring large items in and low items up. If you're properly prepared, it will help in a big way. Does your family have a plan? Do they know what to do? Is your emergency kit packed, waiting by the door for you? Just because you're not on the coast doesn't mean you're okay. Heavy winds and flooding can wash things away. When a hurricane is near, you need to stay safe. Turn on the radio. Wait for updates. Only leave your home if told so. Grab your bag and go, go, go. Now, if you're home and the heavy wind blows, get away from the windows, watch out for flooding, and protect yourself. You may be without power for a couple days, but your emergency kit should help you to stay. Once the storm is gone and it's safe to go home, be cautious of what's going on. If water's in your path, you have to turn back. Dangerous electricity and things you can't see can hurt you very badly. So before the waves swell, the wind blows, and rain starts to pour, get prepared, make a plan, and protect yourself each and every way. America's Prepare-a-thon. Be smart. Take part. Prepare. Get started today. Go to ready.gov/prepare. When the earth shakes, the ground moves, and things start to fall, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Have you removed objects from over the bed and over your head? Anchored your possessions securely to the wall. It won't be a pain, and you're not doing it in vain. Are your emergency kits packed? What about your family, your friends? Do they know what to do, how to get in touch, and where to meet? Do you know how to drop, cover, and hold on, covering your head and neck? What if you're outside? Or in a car? After the shaking stops, look around. Figure out what to do. Stay away from damaged areas. Turn on a radio. Reach out for help. And if you're trapped, do not move about. Stay calm. Only shout as a last resort. Once everything and everyone is safe, get prepared. An aftershock could be on its way. So before the earth shakes, the ground moves, and things start to fall, get prepared. Make a plan. Practice what you know, because an earthquake can happen anytime, anywhere. You never know. When the fire starts, the flames spread, and things start burning to the ground, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Have you trimmed the trees, picked up the leaves, and cleared all the flammable debris? Did you clear a zone at least 30 feet from your home? It's best to work in unity with your entire community. Is your emergency supply kit packed? Are your documents safe? Does your family have a plan and know what to do? Because when the flames come your way, you need to be ready. Stay informed. Check for updates. And if you're told to go, grab your bags and hit the road. Don't dilly-dally or waste any time. Your life could be on the line. Now, if the fire gets near, try not to panic. Do not be frantic. Go as low as you can, covering your mouth and nose. Once the flames are out and the smoke disappears, do not go home until you hear the all clear. When it's time to clean up, put on some gloves, a mask, and long sleeves. It's a good idea, most definitely. So before the fire starts, the flames spread, and things start burning to the ground, get prepared. Make a plan. Practice what you know, because a wildfire can happen anytime, anywhere, even close to home. Get started today. Go to ready.gov/prepare. When the sky turns gray, rain becomes ice, and temperatures continue to drop, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Did you winterize your home? Remove the leaves from the gutters. Insulate and caulk so you're less likely to shutter. Does everyone in the family know the winter weather plan? What to do, where to stay, and how to get in touch? Are your emergency kits ready? Is your radio on? Once the snow and ice starts and the temperature drops, stay where you are. Bring Fido in. If the power lines snap, you've got to stay warm. Dress in layers. Wear mittens and a hat. Do what you have to do. But never, ever do that. If for some reason you get stuck on the road, make sure you're prepared. Know what to do if this happens to you. After the storm has passed and the roads are safe, restock your emergency kits. Another storm could be on its way, so before the sky turns gray, rain becomes ice, and temperatures continue to drop, get prepared, make a plan, and figure out how you're going to stay safe and warm. America's Prepare-a-thon. Be smart, take part, prepare.
Getting yourself and your family prepared in case of an emergency takes less time and effort than you may think. But if a disaster hits your community, having a plan for what to do and stocking up on some basic supplies can make all the difference in how safely and comfortably you make it through the crisis.
In case of a major emergency, if you call 911, we may not be able to come out as quickly as you'd like us because we're going to be overwhelmed. We're going to have so many different situations at hand. So if you are prepared at home and you have a plan, then you'll be able to cope with it until help arrives.
In an emergency, everything goes out the window. Your emotions, the fear factor, confusion. If everybody's aware of the plan and can execute the plan, that increases your survivability.
Take a few minutes to check out the tips and tools available on ready.gov that make getting prepared easy. There are a few basics. First, learn about the types of risks that could affect your area. No matter where you live, there is a natural or man-made disaster that could strike without warning. Knowing what to do before, during, and after these types of events ahead of time will help you make an effective plan. Then, take a moment to sit with your family and decide how you will get in contact with each other, where you will go, and what you will do in the event of an emergency.
Having a plan that everyone in the family is aware of can be very helpful in those situations where the family members are not in the same place.
You can use the Family Emergency Plan available on ready.gov to organize family information and help you develop a plan that works for you. Identify someone locally and someone out of state who will be your contact person in case of an emergency. And learn how to send updates via text messaging to your friends and family.
One of the things that we've noticed in the past during major emergencies, both the regular phone lines as well as the cell phone lines were overwhelmed. But people were still able to text message vital pieces of information in terms of location, nature of problem, or just to text to say all is well.
Once you've established your plan, print out a list available on ready.gov and start to put together an emergency kit. A standard emergency kit includes water, food, and medicine to sustain all members of your household for at least 3 days. Visit ready.gov for a complete list of suggested items, along with recommendations for how to prepare a family emergency plan. Even if you just add a few items at a time, very quickly you will have a great kit that will ensure you and your family are prepared for an emergency. Also, be sure to keep a copy of the emergency plan together with copies of important documents like birth certificates, insurance policies, and financial forms in your emergency supply kit. And don't forget to maintain your kit and plan throughout the year, replacing items prior to their expiration and keeping contact information current.
Remember that emergency preparedness is not something you can do once and forget about it. Make sure that you review your kit periodically, you update any medication or food and supplies, and also that you periodically review it with your family.
Inquire about emergency plans at places where your family spends time, like work, school, faith organizations, and recreational activities. Finally, get to know the local resources available in your community. Ready.gov can link you to local emergency information and contact numbers, information about sheltering and evacuation, and how to get local alerts and warnings. We can't predict where or when the next disaster will happen, but we do know that when the time comes, individuals and families who have taken even a few steps to prepare themselves will feel more confident and secure in their ability to get through it. Check out the information on ready.gov and get started today.